There is an Mbombiaki's boundary and all the lights. But that is not what I'm standing here to tell you how intelligent we are or how much we can talk. I went to St. Louis College, as all of you know, 1975 to 80. And my teacher in Form 3 was Ba Awasu. Ba Awasu told me, you make noise too much and you will never find a job where you only make noise and they pay you. That will be over my dead body. He is dead and I'm making money out of talking. Is that for prediction or something? Did somebody say Pa is still alive? I'm sorry, I thought he was dead. So ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you a few things I've learned in life as I'm growing. And in my chemistry class, they taught us how gases move inside a container in which they are put. So if you put a gas inside a container, it can either go up, down on the sides or hit everywhere. So some of our clothes can act like containers. And some bodily functions do happen. Like some of us do fart every now and then. And when we go to Cameroon, most of you who live out here, don't do what one of my friends did. We eat everything. We see mungwin, we eat. Eru, combined with the jama jama, we take it. Ekwang and Eru goes down. So she took the bus from Bamenda going to Douala to catch her flight to Cote d'Ivoire. And in the bus, she felt like having the bodily functions. Now this thing is so crowded. And she's sitting between two heavy people. One 300 pounds on the left, and the one on the right, 300 pounds. She might have been my height or my size. I didn't say it was me. So everything was squeezed in, and she felt like farting, but how do you do it inside the bus? So she released the first one, and the thing followed her leather jacket and came out like that, going to the people, the two fat people who were sitting on this side, and the woman on the left opened the window. Wait, I want to do the kind of thing now. Then the second time again, she released a bigger one, and the man on the left was from the Marines. He said, well, why this person not feel sorry we now? So, as soon as they reached Nkombo, they stopped the car and the cabbage was rolling towards this gasa. And she said, I think that this cabbage is smell. So the driver picks the cabbage and takes it out of the car. Now, the dilemma is, if she wants to fart again, what will she blame it on? Now she reaches Douala and takes the plane. She's sitting on the aisle. There's a baby in the middle and the baby's mother on the window. Those gases are still giving trouble. At one point, just before they reach Lagos, she emits a little bit. And the mother of the little baby is like, Roger, do you want to use the washroom? Roger is 5 years old. Roger, do you want to use the washroom? And Roger is like, no, ma, I don't want to use the washroom. It's like, are you sure? She said, yes, mom, I don't want to use the washroom. So this lady again on the aisle farts again a little. And the woman is like, Roger, are you sure you don't want to use the washroom? She said, no. Now that lady is pretending to be asleep. And she removes the big one this time. And the lady just grabs Roger, you go to the washroom now. And the child is crying and kicking, but he said, you are going to go to the washroom now. That is kind of a child abuse. I've learned that certain things we shouldn't do as adults, and I've been married for 30 years now, so I think I have a little bit of advice to give about marriage. First, men don't have any clue about anything, true or false. I will tell you why. I told my husband the other day when he forgot my birthday, I said, darling, I want something in the garage that goes from 0 to 250 in 1 second. In the morning, I found a scale balance in the garage. Then I realized that all I had to tell him was, I want a Mercedes 450. So don't speak to men in parables for those of you who are not yet married. Talk to them clearly. Now, how many men here love soccer? All of them is a religion, eh? And the women, you have husbands who love soccer, isn't it? So I happen to be married to one of the soccer fans. and he loves Manchester United.
Oh my God, that's my guy.
So, Manchester United was playing the other day, and this guy, just before the World Cup, I know a little bit about football. So, for those of you who don't come from Africa, we call soccer football. So, this guy is watching soccer, and I decided to do something in the bedroom, clean up and go to bed. So, Manchester United won this match. The guy comes up to the room, dives in the bed and spoons me a little. So he starts touching my neck, touching under my armpit. Now he goes down to my bum, in between the legs, and I start getting excited that I might get lucky because his team won. And just when I'm about to turn and face him, the television in the bedroom starts blaring. And I said, "Darling, why did you stop?" He says, "I found the remote control." The reason why he's not here today is because his doctor says he might still walk, because I kicked him and I think I spoiled something on his ribs. That's why he couldn't make it. Never send your husband to go do shopping for you without knowing. You know, you can see that. Something again I've learned is that body parts do migrate. As you are growing older, women of my age, you know what I'm talking about. Don't worry about whatever is happening to your body. I said there are some things that go up and come down. Some go up and don't come down, but some go down and don't come up. So when I'm walking now, I am fighting with these girls. They are trying to see who will reach my knees first. But I don't worry. So sometimes I'm dancing and they were flipping up everywhere, and my husband was like, "You didn't buy that thing to hold it in place." I'm like, "What? Like a bra?" He says, "Yeah." I said, "Did you buy me one?" So this guy wants to challenge me and goes to the market and actually bring me a bra. And the thing is so small, and I thought after so many years of marriage, he will do something better. And I asked him, "So how did you buy this bra?" And he said, "I went to the guy selling the bra and I asked him, I want to buy a bra." And he asked me, "What size is mama's, you know what?" And he said, "I don't know the size, but I know the breast." And the man is like, "Is it like a watermelon?" He's like, "No." "Is it like an orange?" "No." "Like a grapefruit?" "No." "Apa, what do you mean? Is this like an egg?" And he said, "Yes, but a fried one." So right now, he can still recognize me, but they said he might regain his memory because I hit him with a bottle right on his head. So I think he will be fine after all. And then they've just been talking about fundraising and giving money. I actually think I am a very stingy woman, and I discovered a strategy to avoid giving money in church. So I joined the choir. In the Catholic Church and in very beautiful churches, you've always noticed that the choir people are seated somewhere up there, and that alms basket never reaches them. So being a smart woman from Kujomkeku, I save money because the basket doesn't come there, and then the priest is backing the choir, so he doesn't know when I'm snoozing. And I'm also facing the clock. So when I know when I have an appointment somewhere and the time is not going very fast as I expect, I then walk out as though I'm using the bathroom and I go away from the church. And I will not give them any money. So don't follow me. I didn't say you should do what I said you should do. And I have learned how to chase away teenagers from my basement without any effort. The other day, my husband and I heard our son with his girlfriend in the kitchen, and we had stripped to go have a shower. I told him, "Let's go make tea before we go." So we walked down naked, and these young people saw us coming downstairs, and they flew out of my house with my son. And it's been 6 months. My son has promised he will call me, but I think I affected him so badly If he doesn't come, we are renting our basement already to some tenants. So that's how you get them out. But while they were still young, I took them actually to the curb and stood with my last son because he started bringing some young beautiful girls, which it gladdened my heart. He could have brought a man, but he brought young girls and he's been bringing many of them. Today I'll see one, she said, "Mom, meet Alice." And that guy, he beats his dad. He comes in like that, "Mom, see this girl? I think I'm going to marry her." He was 17 then. Say her name is Alice. And a few days after, like, let's say 3 months, he comes, "Mom, you see this one right here is Lucy. But you know, with my eyesight failing, I see Lucy and I ask, are you Alice?" One day he brought one who was wearing a hijab. And he told me this is a Safne, but I could not remember Safne, I only remember hijab. So when she came, I said, "How are you, hijab?" And the girl, I've never seen her anymore. And my son actually threatened me that he was going to poison me, but now I'm very smart. I don't accept any drink my son gives me because he might put something inside. And now, before I finish this first set of what we are saying, I just want to tell you that you women here, we should know our age and know what we have to do. Because women do some things that are so inappropriate at a certain age. I went and put artificial nails the other day. And then I came back and cooked my husband's favorite meal, gari and okra soup, and decided to assist him while we were eating. So after 2 mouthfuls, I couldn't find my nail. And I'm like, "Pauzi, look, there was a nail on this finger, right?" He said, "Gladys, I've told you not to be putting this thing. Now you swallowed a finger with Gary. Don't put Gary." One of my children recently got married. This is the last one for this round. One of my children recently got married and I decided to go see him. His best meal is koki and plantains. So before he got married, I used to visit him on Friday evenings and just ring the doorbell and hand the koki. So this day I go, I ring the doorbell, and his new wife, Becky, opens the door, stark naked. It's like 7 p.m. And I'm like, "Betty, it could have been a stranger, you know." He says, "No, your son comes home at exactly this time, and that's how he likes to see me." I'm like, "Woo, Sonny is good." And I go home, and the next Friday, unfortunately for me, I come at the same time, and the same thing happens again. So now, while I'm going back home, I start thinking, if the son can like the girl like that when he comes home, perhaps his father can even like it better. So I go home and I strip naked and sit on the chair waiting for Mula. Pa arrives and I open the door. Pa look at me and say, "Mafo." When he calls me Mafo, I know he's serious. He says, "Mafo, what is wrong?" I say, "No, I'm wearing my love dress. Any problem?" He said, "Yes, it needs ironing." Mr. MC, can you come and take the microphone? Let me drink something because I will need to come back. Thank you.